Hey kids, Cast Strong Gaming here. No beating around the bush. This video we're talking about Path of Exile 2 and about, is rarity really the biggest issue here, or is there something else? Let's talk about it, or let's break this down step by step. Okay, yes, rarity on a level is a problem. They already boosted base drop rates of, just because it was already a problem when early access launched. That they were saying, if you're not getting exalts dropping during the campaign, we did something wrong. They did do something wrong. They weren't dropping at all, hardly at all, with zero rarity or very little. So they boosted the drop rates for like currency, and it helped out. It was needed. But then people discovered, oh my god, if you stack rarity at least 100% or more, you're essentially doubling your currency drops and just loot in general. And tons of other high-profile YouTubers, streamers have already confirmed this. You're effectively just doubling or even tripling, quadrupling your freaking drop rate. There are people stacking hundreds of rarity out there. You got DS Lily stacking 450% rarity on her gear while she's doing Detonate Dead. It's insane. She's getting insane, just fantastic drops. You're making bank out there. So yeah, that part right there is a problem, because people want that. They want to get the best of the best. But then you have a problem with the trade market, with these high rarity items being inflated through the roof, multiple divines. Yeah, there's some cheap stuff out there, sure, but everybody's buying it up, and all that's left is the high profile, high price divine stuff that most people can't even afford. They're just trying to make it through the game. And the biggest issue is if they kill the rarity and boost the drop rates, we might end up in a D4 problem. But we just end up with the loot pinata problem that D4 has, and we don't want to see that. We don't want to see another D4. Okay, we're trying to get past that, not be a copy, a Diablo-like. So it's a fine-tuned balance. I don't think they should get rid of rarity, because they're not. It's clearly influenced from the magic find that was in Diablo 2. Diablo 2 is a huge influence for Path of Exile 1 and 2. It always has been. That has been the foundation from the get-go. Inspiration. So them going with rarity here is so strong. It's so good. It's kind of recreated the problem that was there in D2 with magic find. So they're not going to wipe it off the face of the earth. It's going to be there. They'll probably dub it down. Don't be surprised if they nerf it a bit. But them buffing just drops in general, I don't think, because it's just going to create more bad than good, the way I'm looking at it here. Honestly, the bigger issues here, now this is going to be a hot take, but say what you will, I'm ready for the backlash on this one in the comments, but I don't think rarity actually is the biggest issue. I think the biggest issue is we're not crafting in this game like a PoE 1. We're actually just gambling, because we don't have a crafting bench. Okay, whatever items you get, you want to, quote, craft on with what currency you got. Whatever lands, and that's it. If it's garbage, it's getting scrapped. It's getting sold. Done. Moving on to the next one. And that's it. You have no orbs of regret or alteration to actually craft and modify it to what you're actually looking for. You are effectively just gambling, and that's it. And that is, in my opinion, the bigger issue here is, and yeah, I'm guaranteed they're gonna have to bring in the game eventually. I know they had it a while back and they scrapped it for some reason, but I think because it needs some more fine tuning, which, okay, respect to that. But yeah, we absolutely need that in the game. And other things too, other than the crafting bench, is making essences more effective. They're pretty shoddy right now. Breaches are really strong right now. Breaches and rituals are extremely strong. Chaos damage is a huge problem. And on death and ground effects are not showing because of bugs, and visualizations are not showing up like they should, and people are dying unfairly. A lot of little bugs and tweaks that need to be taken care of. They're pissing people off, and they're walking away from the game. And with the trade market being so jacked up because of item rarity and everything else in between, is not helping. There's a lot of high profile uniques that people want. Of course, granted, those are always going to be higher up, but rarity is the big one here, of course. And other things like delirium, the other activities that really do need a buff here. and just balancing in general. The trials being a big issue, especially the third and fourth trial. People emphasis on the fourth trial. It seems virtually impossible to do on your own unless you have your build figured out and you have that survivability, or you're just going to get your ass whapped there, and nobody wants that. The only other alternative is buying an ascendancy, which those are expensive as hell to get to have somebody do it for you. I think the current price is like 1 or 2 divines, whatever it is right now. It's a lot, and prices of divines are going up because of the market. So all this incorporated, I think rarity is kind of the least of the problems here. I mean, people need better drops and stuff, so you're going to have to sacrifice resistances and damage to stack item rarity on all your gear. It creates a bit of a rift in what you're supposed to do, you know, kind of a yin-yang problem here. So I know I'm kind of yapping a bit here, but this is kind of my main perspective on the whole rarity issue, and hopefully it made sense of what I'm talking about here. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So I know GGG are good on their word. I know they'll get things figured out and fixed. Might not be right away, but I know after the new year they're gonna implement something. So don't be surprised if there is some kind of rarity nerf. So if you're gonna be spending divines on divines, stacking up your rarity gear, just be prepared for whatever nerf's going to happen. So honestly, I'd hold off. Just get the cheapest stuff you can. Do not spend a lot of money, please. Otherwise, you're going to be blowing your money. Wait until what they deliver on the next patch and see what happens. And that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you like this. Yeah, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out, Come Scouts.